All right, we are feasting well this morning. A table is made for extension. We have some seats, William, so I think we need to keep filling up our seats.
That's the one, Lance.
I would love to see Pastor Eric. Let's invite him down.
Pastor Eric!
And as Pastor Eric makes his way down, we'd love to invite the Cook Island group to please come up over to the side, and we're going to hear from you in a moment too. But please, let's give it up for Pastor Eric as he joins us. Welcome, welcome. Come on down. There's a couple of good seats here.
Welcome, Eric.
Thank you for joining us. We will hope that some Milos and Bickies come a little bit later. But until then, Eric, we would love to hear a little bit about the table from your childhood and also from the Cook Islands. So going back a couple of years, your family table growing up, what do you remember most about it?
Kia ora, everyone.
Ana.
Unfortunately, like with Mawai, we didn't have a table in growing up. we used to sit on the mat, and that's where we ate. That's where we shared our meals with our siblings, and of course our parents would share that, have the table.
Wow.
Right. Oh. Thinking as you go around the Cook Islands, you mentioned to me a little bit earlier that there was an interesting tradition. You growing up, so like when there's Sabbath lunch and there's food on the table for Sabbath lunch, there were some traditions for you growing up, but then in the Cook Islands there was a different tradition, and then you've introduced one. Tell me about that.
Yes, just moving over to the Cook Islands, I noticed the tradition that they have, that the children would go first. So they would go first and help themselves to the food, and then what I found was, you know, as they help themselves to the food, they forget that there are others coming through. And so what we try to do in our church where I'm pastoring at the moment, we decided that we were going to do this in families. Wow. The children and mum and dad and uncles and aunties will actually come on the table and share a meal together.
Right. Awesome. Lovely, lovely tradition. Now, I mentioned the Cook Island donuts. Is there anything else, which are very, very good, and again, it would have been nice right here, right now, but is there any other specialty that we could only enjoy from a Cook Island table?
I guess one of my favorites is the poke.
Yes,
yeah.
poke.
Chilled poke, that's what I really, really enjoy.
Boy, sounds good. We'll add that to the table that Pastor Felix sets for us as well. Last question. The delegates, the young people here are going home. What's your advice for them about staying at the table that God's called them to?
Yes, I mean, throughout this week, we've been challenged to be that light. And I love that. I love that. You know, a light, what does a light do? It's supposed to shine. Yeah. Now, I have an acronym for shine. It means serving Him in everything. And that's how you shine. So if we are the light, we ought to shine.
Amen.
And when we shine by serving God in everything so that others may see this Christ in each one of us.
Amen.
So that's a little challenge for each one of us, that we will go back to the Cook Islands, whichever part of the Cook Islands we're from, that we are to shine that light in our little areas that we come from.
Oh, thank you, Pastor Eric. Now, there's a special little introduction to the song. Can you lead us into that?
Yes, I'm going to ask our song leader to come forward and actually talk about this. This is an original song written by our young people, so you're getting this first here.
Happy Sabbath Church family. Kia ora, Toleafoa. My name is John Toleafoa. Just to introduce our song, this song is an appeal song. It's a song that's touched my life. And the message of this song is simple. The message of the song talks about the thief on the cross, how in regards to the disciples, they were with Jesus for so long, and yet they did not believe until after some time. And it took this one man beside Jesus on the cross, and he took him a few seconds to look at him being tortured, look at him being hurt, for him to give his life to the Lord. Now I pose a question to you, and the question in the song is, now that you know this man Jesus, has your life changed? What would you do with him? Where would you take him? And who would you share him with? I pray that as we sing the song that you be blessed. Amen.